Top of the day, everybody. Good morning. Hope you guys got good rest. Hope you guys slept well, slept safe. You were warm. Time to get up, start the day. Good breakfast, work out, read a book. Start your daily routine, whatever it may be. A little sancocho soup, a little coffee. You know what I mean? Whatever it's going to be. Gym bowls. So, according to reports, New York State and officials have reached an agreement on how they want to legalize marijuana. They're saying that adults 21 and over will be allowed to possess up to 3 ounces of cannabis for personal use. And this will be used as part of the legislation program. They're also saying that recreational users can cultivate up to 6 plants each, or 12, which is a dozen per household. Now, the only thing is with the cultivation part is the agreement would make them wait to start growing their own plants until 18 months after the first dispensary. Who is pushing this is Andrew Cuomo. Quote, "This year we have to get it done, and getting it done by the time the budget is passed is essential. Cannabis is not just social equity, it's also revenue for the state." Now, I said in a live stream, the reason why they're doing this is for money. It's for money. You go to Massachusetts, a gram of marijuana in a dispensary, salute to Theory Wellness, $18 at minimum. Maybe 15 to 16, but 18 minimum for a gram of marijuana. You're going to pay at least $60 for an eighth. So now, what is New York State doing? Preparing us for what the prices are going to be? Because now, why go buy a $60 eighth from the dude around the corner when I can go to the dispensary and get flavors? This is what New York State is doing. Why get a $60 eighth from around the corner when I can go to the dispensary and spend $60 and get flavors? I can go and get a gram of different flavors with $60. Just 1, 2, 3 flavors. And that's what New York State is basically doing. And not only that, the cultivation part is very, very lucrative. Because now, if they say you can cultivate, but on the back end, you must write down this, do this, paperwork, XYZ, and we have to pay a fee for cultivation? Oh, man. Oh, man. They're going to make a killing. Imagine them making us pay a fee of, let's say, $200 a year for cultivation license. Right? So now we're in horticulture. Now we cultivate. So we pay $200 a year for a cultivation license. But you have how many residents in New York State? And then look at New York City as a whole. Let's just say you had 1 million residents. That's $200 million every year. Just off of people who want to recreationally do cultivation. Now imagine if half of New York City, which is about 6 million people, what if half of New York City's residents said, we would love to invest $100 or $200 a year so we can become cultivators? Every year, half of New York City residents that decided to sign up for $200 cultivation fee, and this is just, let's just say, $200, 6 million people. You see the math on that, ladies and gentlemen? Every single year, $1.2 billion just off of people who wanted to cultivate. If we had 1 million of New York City residents pay $200, that's $200 million. But if you have 6 million New York City residents paying $200 a year for cultivation fees, if that was the case, that's 1.2 billion. Now, $200 is not a bad price if you tell me I can grow 12 plants. You tell me I can grow 12 plants, $200 is not a bad price. Because if I take my time and put my love into these plants, yeah, that fee is nothing. But now, how much money does New York City make off of charging the dispensaries? How much does New York City make off of every bag? New York City, Colorado. Let's look at Colorado. Before I go, let's look at Colorado. Look at this. Let's look at Colorado. Let's look at Colorado, right? Let's look at Colorado. Okay. Within the first day, Colorado brought in over $3 million within the first day. I can guarantee you. If they legalize marijuana, when they legalize marijuana in New York State, and they say you can recreationally use marijuana outside, you can smoke it, I can guarantee you this, and I'm willing to bet on it. The sales in New York City alone, forget the state, the sales in New York City on the first day, I can guarantee you, on a small scale, right, will be close to 100 or over $100 million within that first day. I can guarantee you that. I'm willing to bet that we got 12 million residents in New York City. There's 19 million people in the state, so that means 7 million people live outside of New York City. So we're going to exclude 7 million people. We're going to say that people outside of New York City not going to spend nothing that day. Let's just say, once again, 6 million people. Matter of fact, let's just say 2 million people decide that they want to go. And that's a sixth of the population of New York City. Let's say 2 million people decided to take $40 to $50 and go to the dispensary. And if anyone's been to a dispensary, they already know you're not going in there spending a little bit of money. Ain't nobody going in there just spending $20, $40. So I'm lowballing it right now by even saying $40. You wasting time going to the dispensary just spending $20. Anybody know that? You moms will go in there and spend at least $100, $80. Now, let's just say 2 million New York City residents on the opening day of recreational use of marijuana, dispensaries selling legally. Those 2 million people, on average, spend $50 to $100, and you could do the math. They spend $100 on average, 2 million people for that day. That's $200 million. They spend $50, that's $100 million. That, just like that. The city, just like that, these dispensaries in the city made that much money. Now, how much does the city make? Pardon me. And how much did they already make? Because they're gonna charge them for so much out the gate. We need to see liquid assets. We need to see what's in your bank accounts. We need to see this. We need to see that. Yeah, they're gonna charge. Stay tuned for this news, man. Light up, man. Love, life, and loyalty is the motto. Stay safe, stay real, and stay true. You follow me, I follow you. I want y'all to tell me in the comment section how y'all feel about this. All my smokers out there, anybody who smoke, let me know how you feel about this, man. This is a big deal. 1.